Hello, my name is Arya and let's get into revision and notation. Revision of basic advance 1 and 2 and algebraic chess notation. Let's get started. What is algebraic chess notation? ACN. Chess notation is a system used to record the moves and positions of a chess game. Rubrics can be used to evaluate a student's knowledge of chess. Here are some chess notation systems. Algebraic, the most common system, which uses a coordinate system to identify each square. For example, BE5 means the bishop moves to E5 and knight F3 means the knight moves to F3, figuring algebraic. Replace the letter that identifies a piece with its symbol. Long algebraic includes the starting rank and file of the piece. Reversible algebraic includes an additional letter to indicate the captured piece. Asian piece name. Pawn equals P, knight equals N. Knight equals N because the king equals to K. So KK would be confusing, so they made it N. Bishop equals to B, rook for R, queen Q, king K. Rows and ranks.
So, in a chess game, this is a rank and this.
By the way, there are 8 rows and 8 ranks. So, there, as I already mentioned in Advanced Beginner 1 or 2, the board is a is 64 squares. So, it can be 8 multiplied by 8 equals to 64, and this is not a math class. So,
Is a row. So, the row is described with the numbers 1 to 8, and the ranks are described with the letters A to H. So, if the king moves here, he's on the G rank and the third row. So, this
I'll ask you a few quizzes, but I'll answer them too because you are just starting with this. So this is C6 because this is the C row and rank, C rank and C row, 6 row. So C6, it's like E6, E7, E8. So E1, E2, E3, E4. You understand it?
becomes
You understand.
king to G3 because the king moves to the G rank and G3 row. So king G3.
Okay. So let's take some notes. You can write it down if you want, but I've already written it down here. The piece always comes first. So like king to f4. The rank comes on second. So king f4, king f3, king g4. Rank comes second. So the letters come second, and the row comes third. Means the numbers come third. So for example, piece rank row PRR. Just remember it like that.
So for example, knight to C6 because this is C and this is 6. And remember the rank always comes second and the row always comes third. So C6.
Now you probably understood it, so let's go. So knight c6. ACN capture check notation. It means that the rook moves to a spot where the king is in check. If you give a check to the king, you shall use the plus in the notation like this R f4 plus. It means the rook moves to the square f4 and the rook gives a check to the king. So rook moves to f4 and gives a check. If you capture a piece, you shall use x in the notation like this bx f4. In this case, f4 is where a piece is. For example, the white bishop captures the black bishop that was on f4. So The white bishop b captures f4. So whatever piece was on f4, the bishop captures it. Revision puzzles. White to play pin, black to play fork, white to play checkmate. So these are puzzles, and know all the answers because you know pins, you know forks, and you know checkmates. The checkmate is from the London system, so you probably know it. Revision puzzles. Answer in one move, answer in one move, checkmate in two moves. So this is checkmate in one, checkmate in one, checkmate in two. It cannot be checkmate. I'm not gonna tell if it's checkmate or not, but maybe it can. Let's start with the first one. So the answer is easy.
The
Let's
answer
see.
is bishop to c4 because the queen gets pinned to the king, and so the queen cannot move, and white can easily capture the queen.
Black to play fork. By the way, you can also pause the video. There is no such thing called as time limit. So you can take how much time you want. The answer to this is also easy.
The answer to this 4 key puzzle is knight to f2, which leads into this fork.
You can also see this is the protection of the bishop. So the king cannot even capture, or it will be basically like dead for the king. Let's go to puzzle number 3, white to play checkmate. Pause the video if you need to. The answer to this puzzle is the London system.
The answer to this checkmate in 2 moves is actually from the London system. So you will know the answer if you have seen Advanced Beginner 3. So the answer is queen to h5 and
I made a mistake.
checkmate.
I know that was cringe. Okay, please, I'm sorry.
The answer
Thank you. It seems like you have gained an understanding of ACN and revised the basic advanced 1 and 2. It's great to know that you won't have to go over basic advanced 3 again because you have just learned it now and you will revisit it in future. Basia Civic. By going through all my PPTs, you'll be able to figure out what Basia Civic means. It basically means buy and smart art design is very cool. I don't know, I just made that up. Thanks.